just started rapping. What's up? IOBA, my name is TC. So, you had to know it was coming. You had to know it was coming. Seen it coming from a mile away, didn't we? What you talking about, TC? We're talking about they're going after Jay Zee. Jay Zee got this civil lawsuit. Something about having sex with a 13-year-old girl at a Diddy party some 20 years ago. You can go somewhere else and, just one or two clicks and get the details. But I'm going to give it to you like this here. And I don't even know if I'm going to post this video because I want me a cup of coffee. But off the top of my head, coupled with the fact that they got a new superhero, they're going to make a superhero out of Daniel Penny. I don't give a fuck. And they just acquitted him and let him kill somebody in cold blood on the New York City subway. And you got one icon out here who getting ready to, I don't know how it works, but he's connected with the Super Bowl halftime show. This nigga, Jay Zee, still ain't been touched. And all of the Me Too and all of the sexual allegations being brought against powerful men, Jay Z ain't been touched. It's him and Beyonce. That's it. So you think they're gonna let him sit there and not fuck with him too? You think that the people who do these types of things is gonna let Jay Z sit there and not fuck with him? No. Every single one of you niggas gotta have something tied to you. Now, Jay Z, he put out a powerful statement. Go check it out. Powerful statement. Jay Z's gonna fight. This gonna be a good show. Because Jay Z says he's gonna fight. Jay Z says this some extortion bullshit. And I ain't paying you a goddamn red penny. Jay Z says, where I come from, there's a code of honor. And I know what he's talking about. Jay Z says, where I come from, we have a code of honor. We don't do this shit to kids. Jay Z says, if you really think I did this shit, motherfucker, file criminal charges against me. So the fucking lawyer who is bringing the charges, that's the same lawyer that went after Diddy. This gonna be a good one. I feel good about this one because Jay Z coming out swinging. I don't believe Jay Z did this shit. I believe it's just Jay Z turned to get an asterisk by his name. I don't believe Jay Z did this. It's just his turn to get the asterisk by his name. And maybe, get his Super Bowl deal, get that given to a white artist like Taylor Swift or some motherfucking body. Have her running the next Super Bowl, halftime program for the next, 10, 15 years and get Jay Z the fuck out of there so they can get their country music halftime shows back. I think Kendrick Lamar gonna be the last time in a long time that we see a hip hop artist get that gig. And then it's going, probably some of that shit going on in the background. You feel me? Because these types of things, by that I mean when they bringing down a black man or a powerful black man, they have all kinds of angles that they use and reasons that they use to do it. You know what I mean? It's more about what the guy represents than him himself sometimes. I've seen this shit 1,000 times. I mean, since I'm 18, 19 years old, that's when I realized that they build you up. If you black, they build you up just so that they can watch you come apart when they take you down. Everybody gets brought to their knees almost. Some guys make it through. You know what I'm saying? Denzel Washington, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, they make it through. Samuel L. Jackson, they make it through. They'll probably retire without some shit by their name. But they've been married to the same black woman for a long, long time. Jay Zee been married to Beyonce for a long time, but Jay Z also associated with the hip hop life, with being an ex, street nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they're gonna go ahead and bring him on down, and they're gonna strip him of his goddamn Super Bowl gig deal, whatever the fuck it is he in charge of. That's going away, and they're gonna get that to a white woman. See, these are the types of shit. This is the type of shit that go on in my head. This is why I like it when people come over here and listen to me, because you get a whole different perspective from a brother who just on the outside looking in and who has seen these things play out time after time and on a fucking, you know what I'm saying, everyday man type of level. And this is what's happening with Jay Zee. Now, like I was speaking earlier about Super Cracker Daniel Penny, that shit right there was set up from the beginning. That shit, he was never ever gonna go and do no real time in jail. Not this one here. Nope. And like I said yesterday, the crowdfunding and all that shit that these vigilante motherfuckers get allow them to afford really good lawyers. And they're using the same goddamn justification for why the black man died. And it ain't because he had a knee on his neck, and it ain't because this cracker had him in a stranglehold. It's because he had synthetic marijuana in his system. He had sickle cell. He had daddy goon dish. He had hyperjahib. He had any motherfucking thing that they could come up with to excuse the murder of Jordan Neely or George Floyd or any other. It goes on and on and on. Elijah McClain, that one made me sick when they killed that boy. And they got slaps on the wrist. They were all out. The paramedics and the cops. So it's just going to go on and on and on like this until you get to a point where you feel like you ain't got anything to lose. And black people going to start saying, hey, the worst you could do is kill me. But I don't think we should allow ourselves to get to that level. I think we should do everything in our power to keep ourselves relevant in this society, in spite of shit like what happened with Daniel Penny. Because I'm telling you, in the next 4 years, people coming out in them streets. All that bluster and we're going to put the military out there and blah, 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 blah. People coming out there in them streets. It's going to get real ugly in the next 4 years if this kind of shit keeps happening. And it's going to keep happening. Because, well, it's just a rinse and repeat type of thing. People going to be forgot about Daniel Penny maybe 2 weeks from now. And they're going to be focusing on trying to put Jay Zee in jail. You see? People going to be forgot about that cop that shot Sonia Massey in the face And they're going to be trying to put Jay Zee in jail. And that's that bullshit that's coming down the pike when Donald Trump really takes office. Be prepared for it. Don't make yourself an easy target. If you're going to fight the fight, fight a guerrilla warfare is always better. Because when you're fighting against a bigger, lot more powerful enemy, you got to be strategic. And that's where we're going. That's where we're heading right now. That's where we're heading right now. They making heroes out of vigilantes. Off of from a young man who was having a mental health crisis. That's some sick, sad, sorry ass shit. And that there ain't no excuse for it. And I turn on like YouTube channels and I look at, commentators and shit. And they really making it out like this dude did some heroic shit. Like Daniel Penny did some heroic shit. They really, I mean, it's all over the place. You look at, just click around, you'll see it. All the praise that they heaping on this white boy who actually committed a murder. What happened to thou shalt not kill? Ain't these motherfuckers supposed to be Christians? What happened to that? What happened to all that? Of a clearly mentally ill person. Because that wasn't nothing but a fucking lynching, a murder. And to the two guys that helped him, that was holding his hands, fuck both of you. The two guys, I don't even know their names, that was holding that Jordan Neely's hands while Daniel Penny was choking him. Fuck both of you. So there's that. I don't know. Another thing I say, right? Because every day some crazy shit is happening. You call the police, they just as likely to shoot you as they are to solve any problem you might be going through. A lot's been happening. If you call the police, they just as likely to shoot you and kill you as they are to help you, to help you with any problem you might be having. Try your best to call some kind of crisis intervention agency in your city. Try your best to call a trusted relative or older relative or sibling that can calm that shit down. Because calling the police should only be a very, very, very last resort. They're not trained in that shit. Especially when they already know if it's somebody black, they free to shoot and use their goddamn weapon. And they will. At the drop of a hat. At the slightest bit, especially if you get some of these irritated, bored, redneck, country-ass cops. And a lot of the city ones, too. I ain't even gonna lie. Shit, cops in general. Because a lot of times they scared. They irritated that they got to be called to this place. They got contempt for the people they're supposed to be serving. Don't call them. Call somebody else. And I don't know who else, but call somebody else. Because nobody cares about the lives of black people first. Everybody else, they somewhere in the food chain, but black people, we're at the bottom right now. The only thing saving us from being at the very bottom is the illegals that are in the country. The only thing, I came to this realization the other day, actually. The only thing that's saving black people, us, my tribe, from being at the very bottom of the totem pole is the illegals. the undocumented people that are in this country. Or what he said it was about 11 million of them. And that's the only thing. Anybody else, I mean, whether you're illegal, whether you're undocumented black person, or you FBA, or you ADOS, or you multi-generational, you're just a black person when the police show up. And once they get done with the sifting that Donald Trump says he's going to do by that, I mean, once they get done with this mass deportation shit, it's going to be us black people at the very bottom of society's totem pole. Remember that shit. And remember who told you. So check this out. Thank you for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. TC. And I'm out. Peace.